Hello guys. We're on the street today, exploring and learning English together.
Yes, today's topic is about asking for opinions and details. It's a fun way to learn.
Actually, asking questions is a powerful tool to unlock fluency in English.
Right, it shows curiosity and makes conversations more interactive and engaging.
So, what do you think about the importance of asking questions when learning?
I think asking thoughtful questions helps deepen your understanding of a topic.
Exactly. Can you tell me more about how asking questions reflects fluency?
Good questions reflect your fluency by showing you can engage in deeper discussions.
Yes, and they help you connect with others. For example, what do you think about traveling?
I love traveling. It's an adventure, and it helps you practice English with new people.
Can you tell me more about your last trip? Where did you go?
I went to Italy last summer. It was amazing. I practiced my English with other tourists.
That's awesome. So, in theory, exploring new places helps build language skills, right?
Actually, yes. You pick up new phrases and words by interacting with locals and travelers.
That's a great point. What do you think about asking for details in conversations?
Asking for details shows you're interested in the other person's experience or story.
Exactly. For example, can you tell me more about how you planned your trip to Italy?
Sure. I researched online, asked for recommendations, and made a list of places to visit.
That's a good approach. Asking for opinions and details helps you learn more in any situation.
What do you think about using questions to practice English in everyday life?
It's one of the best ways. You can ask about anything: books, movies, or even current events.
Yes. Asking what do you think about a recent movie or book opens up great conversations.
Exactly. It also helps you learn new vocabulary and expressions from others.
Can you tell me more about how you use questions in your daily conversations?
I usually ask people about their jobs or hobbies. It's a great way to practice English.
That's smart. Asking about different topics helps you expand your vocabulary naturally.
It also makes people feel comfortable when you ask them for their opinion.
Definitely. What do you think about the importance of being curious in learning a language?
Being curious keeps you motivated. It pushes you to learn more and ask better questions.
Right. Asking thoughtful questions makes conversations flow smoothly.
Yes, and it makes the other person feel valued, like you truly care about their opinion.
I agree. Can you tell me more about why asking questions is key to language learning?
Good questions help you practice speaking, listening, and understanding in real time.
And they make conversations dynamic. You learn new things and share your thoughts, too.
Exactly. Asking about someone's opinion on various subjects opens up endless opportunities.
It does. What do you think about how questions unlock deeper conversations?
I think asking detailed questions helps people open up and share more information.
Yes. Can you tell me more about how you decide which questions to ask in a conversation?
I listen carefully to what the other person says and then ask follow-up questions based on that.
That's a great strategy. It shows you're paying attention and interested in their story.
Yes, and it also helps me keep the conversation going. What do you think about that?
It's a smart way to stay engaged. Asking follow-up questions keeps the dialogue active.
Can you tell me more about your experience using questions to improve your English?
I've learned that asking questions helps me discover new words and how they're used.
That's great, and it also helps you practice grammar. What do you think about that?
Yes, grammar improves naturally when you ask questions, especially with different tenses.
Exactly. Asking thoughtful questions helps you practice forming sentences correctly.
And it's a fun way to learn. You never know what interesting details you'll discover.
That's true. Every conversation becomes an opportunity to explore and learn something new.
What do you think about the role of questions in building fluency?
I believe they're essential. Asking questions shows that you're confident in your abilities.
Right, and it helps you connect with people on a deeper level by exploring their thoughts.
Yes. Can you tell me more about how asking for opinions makes conversations richer?
When you ask for opinions, you invite the other person to share more of themselves.
That's so true. It makes conversations feel more meaningful and personal.
What do you think about the connection between asking questions and gaining fluency?
I think it's strong. Asking questions improves your listening skills and your ability to respond.
Exactly. It also encourages you to think quickly and speak more naturally.
Yes. Can you tell me more about your approach to asking questions in social settings?
I like to ask about people's interests, what they enjoy doing, watching, or reading.
That's a great way to keep the conversation going. What do you think about that approach?
I think it works well because people love talking about what they're passionate about.
Yes, it makes them feel heard and appreciated. Asking thoughtful questions is key.
Can you tell me more about why thoughtful questions are important in learning English?
They make conversations richer and help you build a deeper connection with the language.
I agree. Good questions lead to better conversations, which leads to better fluency.
Exactly. Asking questions about various subjects helps you learn new words and phrases.
And it keeps things interesting. What do you think about the importance of variety in conversations?
It's essential. You need to explore different topics, jobs, hobbies, movies, technology.
Right. It shows versatility and helps you become comfortable discussing anything.
Yes, and it unlocks your ability to speak fluently across many subjects.
What do you think about practicing by asking questions with friends or in class?
It's a great idea. It helps you build confidence in a safe environment.
Exactly. Asking questions in English helps you think faster and respond naturally.
And it also teaches you how to listen carefully to others. What do you think about that?
Yes. Good listeners ask the best questions because they understand the context.
That's so true. And it also shows respect for the other person's ideas and opinions.
Definitely. Can you tell me more about how asking for details helps in everyday conversations?
Asking for details shows you're interested in the little things, which deepens the conversation.
Yes. It also gives you more information to respond to, keeping the discussion flowing.
Exactly. What do you think about how this improves fluency?
The more details you ask for, the more opportunities you have to practice English.
Yes. It's like exploring a new adventure in every conversation.
I love that idea. Every conversation is an adventure where you can learn and grow.
That's why it's important to be curious and ask thoughtful questions. It opens doors.
Exactly. And it makes learning English an exciting journey.
And remember, if you have any questions, you can comment below. We'd love to help.
Hopefully this should be an interesting video for all of you learning English.
We're talking about how to ask for opinions and details in English.
Yes, asking thoughtful questions is key to learning. What do you think about that?
Actually, I think it's one of the best ways to engage and learn naturally.
I agree. Can you tell me more about why questions are so important in conversation?
Good questions reflect your fluency. They show you're thinking deeply and curious.
Exactly. And what do you think about asking for opinions to connect with people?
It's a great way to engage. When you ask for opinions, people feel valued and heard.
Right. Can you tell me more about how you use this technique in daily life?
I usually ask about things like jobs, travel, or hobbies. It keeps the conversation flowing.
That's smart. Asking questions on a variety of topics expands your vocabulary too.
Absolutely. And it helps you unlock the ability to speak more comfortably in English.
Yes. What do you think about the idea that good questions lead to deeper conversations?
I love that idea. Good questions allow you to dive into subjects and explore further.
Can you tell me more about how that works? How do you decide what to ask?
I listen carefully, then ask follow-up questions. It shows I'm paying attention.
That's a great strategy. It also shows your ability to engage in a deeper conversation.
Exactly. It keeps the dialogue interesting and helps you learn new things.
What do you think about using this technique with people you just met?
I think it's perfect. It helps break the ice and makes everyone feel more comfortable.
Yes. And it's a good way to practice English, even with people from different countries.
Actually, you learn a lot by asking people from different backgrounds about their culture.
That's so true. Can you tell me more about a time you used questions to learn something new?
I once asked a tourist about their favorite travel spots. I learned so much about new places.
That's awesome. What do you think about using questions to explore new ideas?
It's amazing. Asking thoughtful questions opens up new adventures in conversation.
Yes. Every conversation becomes an opportunity to explore and learn.
Can you tell me more about how you use questions to improve your English?
I like to ask about current events, books, or movies. It keeps my language skills sharp.
That's a great way to stay engaged. What do you think about discussing different topics?
I think it's important to explore a variety of subjects. It keeps the conversation dynamic.
Exactly. Can you tell me more about how you decide which topics to bring up?
I usually start with something light, like jobs or hobbies, and then go deeper.
That's a good plan. Asking about things people enjoy makes them feel more connected.
What do you think about the connection between asking questions and building confidence?
I think they're linked. Asking questions helps you feel more confident speaking English.
Yes, and it shows you're engaged, which is great for fluency.
Actually, it helps erase any doubts you have about speaking. You gain confidence.
Definitely. It's like you're practicing without even realizing it.
Can you tell me more about how asking for opinions has helped you in learning English?
It helps me understand how others think and express themselves. I learn new phrases.
That's so true. Every opinion gives you a new perspective and vocabulary.
What do you think about the idea that questions can make you more fluent?
I completely agree. Asking questions challenges your mind to think and respond faster.
Yes, it's like you're constantly learning while having a normal conversation.
Exactly. And it keeps the conversation flowing naturally.
Can you tell me more about your strategy for asking thoughtful questions?
I focus on what the other person is saying, then ask for more details. It shows interest.
That's a great way to show you're listening. What do you think about asking for specifics?
It's essential. When you ask for specifics, it makes the conversation deeper.
Yes, it allows the other person to share more and opens up new layers of discussion.
Actually, that's where the magic happens. You get to explore topics in more detail.
Exactly. Can you tell me more about how you keep the conversation going with questions?
I try to be curious. Every answer leads to another question, keeping the flow natural.
That's smart. Curiosity keeps conversations alive and engaging.
What do you think about asking open-ended questions versus yes/no questions?
Open-ended questions are better. They invite the other person to share more.
Right. It encourages deeper responses, which leads to richer conversations.
Can you tell me more about the types of open-ended questions you ask?
I ask questions like, can you tell me more about your experience? Or what do you think about this topic?
Those are great. They give the other person space to express themselves fully.
Exactly. And it shows you're interested in their thoughts and experiences.
What do you think about asking questions to explore common sayings or cultural references?
I think it's a great way to learn. You pick up local phrases and understand context better.
Yes, actually, it helps you understand how people think and express themselves in different cultures.
It's like exploring a new world of ideas and expressions with every conversation.
I love that. Every question becomes a new discovery, like an adventure in learning.
Exactly. And by asking good questions, you also build connections with others.
Yes, and it makes the conversation more meaningful. People appreciate thoughtful questions.
What do you think about the idea that asking questions builds confidence?
I think it's true. When you ask questions, you feel more in control of the conversation.
Yes, you're actively participating, which helps boost your confidence in speaking.
And it makes the other person feel appreciated. Can you tell me more about how that works?
When you ask thoughtful questions, it shows you care about their perspective.
Exactly. It creates a deeper connection between people, which is important for communication.
What do you think about using this approach in language learning?
It's essential. Asking questions accelerates your fluency and makes you a better communicator.
Yes, it's a skill that not only helps you speak better but also understand better.
Can you tell me more about how you use questions to learn new vocabulary?
I ask about words I don't know. It helps me understand them in context.
That's a great way to learn. It helps you remember the word better when you hear it used.
Exactly. What do you think about using this method in formal settings like work?
It's perfect for work. Asking questions shows you're engaged and willing to learn.
Yes, and it makes you more comfortable when speaking in professional environments.
Actually, it's a skill that can help you in jobs or any situation where you need to communicate clearly.
Definitely. It shows you're confident and capable, which is valuable in any career.
Can you tell me more about how you practice asking questions in English?
I practice with friends or colleagues. I ask about their day, opinions, or interests.
That's a good approach. It keeps your skills sharp and helps build your confidence.
Exactly. Every question asked is an opportunity to learn and improve.
What do you think about making question asking a regular habit in language learning?
It's essential. It should be a part of every conversation to build fluency.
Yes. Hopefully this should be an interesting video for everyone learning English.
Absolutely. And if you have any questions you can comment below. We're here to help.
And remember, leave a like if you enjoyed the video and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.